How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Canada. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most exciting newly discovered heirs in Canadian coin collecting, and that is the 1989 Canadian dime with a 180-degree rotated die. For those who may not be familiar with coin heirs, a rotated die occurs when the reverse side of the coin is misaligned with the obverse. The 1989 coin alignment dime heir is now officially being attributed by grading companies, and usually there isn't too much to look for when it comes to Canadian dimes, whether you're just searching through your pocket change or coin roll hunting, so having another potentially rare or valuable dime to have on your radar is definitely exciting. In today's video, we'll explore some of the details on how an heir like this likely came to be, how you can identify it without any fancy tools or technology, and why it's becoming a highly sought after piece amongst Canadian coin collectors. Whether you're into searching your pocket change or coin roll hunting, this is definitely a dime that you want to keep an eye out for because it could still be hiding in circulation, just waiting to be scooped up. Before we do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. And make sure to stay to the end of the video so you can find out just how much you might be able to get for this coin if you happen to own or find one. Also, if you guys are interested in collecting beyond the world of just coins, you should definitely check out my other YouTube channel, North Central Builds, where I open and build some of the most unique and budget-friendly LEGO sets from over the years. So if you're interested in discovering some of the super cool and obscure LEGO builds that you won't find anywhere else, be sure to give it a little look-see after we discuss today's coin. But without any further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the 1989 Canadian dime coin alignment rotated die heir? Let's get it, guys. Recently, collectors have been buzzing about a fascinating new discovery in Canadian coin collecting: the 1989 Canadian dime with a 180-degree rotated die. This heir, also known as a coin alignment heir, occurs when the reverse side of a coin is misaligned with the obverse side by 180 degrees, causing the design of the blue nose schooner on the reverse to appear upside down in relativity to the portrait of Queen Elizabeth on the obverse. This error happens when one of the dies used to strike the coins becomes improperly aligned during the minting process. Canadian coins are usually struck with two dies, one for the obverse, which will feature the portrait of the current monarch, at the time it was Queen Elizabeth II, and another one for the reverse, which for Canadian dimes showcases the portrait of the Blue Nose schooner. These dies are supposed to be perfectly aligned, so when you flip the coin top to bottom, both sides should remain upright. In the case of the 1989 coin alignment dime, the reverse die was rotated 180 degrees, resulting in the error being created. Such minting mistakes can occur due to improper setup of the dies or failure to correct an existing misalignment. Though errors like this are rare because of the mint's strict quality control measures, the 180-degree rotation is particularly dramatic and noteworthy, which makes it highly desirable for collectors. Errors like this can happen for a number of reasons. The most common cause is improper setup of the dies during the minting process. In some rare cases, the dies may shift during production, and if this shift goes unnoticed, it can result in a batch of coins with rotated designs. The Canadian Mint usually employs strict quality control measures to prevent errors like these from occurring and escaping the mint facility, but no system is perfect. As a result, a few heir coins like the 1989 dime with a rotated die still manage to make their way into circulation. Identifying the 1989 Canadian dime rotated die heir is relatively straightforward once you know what to look for. One of the easiest ways to check for this error is by using a simple tool like a cardboard coin flip. Start by placing the dime into the flip, making sure that the obverse side, which will have the portrait of the queen, is facing upright. Once the coin is secured in the flip, hold it steady and flip the entire coin flip over without changing the orientation of the coin itself. If the reverse side featuring the design of the Bluenose schooner appears upside down, you've likely found the 180-degree rotated air. This method is particularly useful because it helps eliminate any accidental rotation or handling error during your inspection. By keeping the coin in the same orientation while flipping the entire coin flip, you can be sure that any misalignment you see is due to a rotated die and not due to how you're actually holding or perceiving the coin. While the 180-degree rotation is the most dramatic and desirable error, it's worth noting that smaller rotations, such as 45 or 90 degrees, can also occur. These less extreme rotations are still considered errors, but they tend to be less valuable than the full 180-degree coin alignment error rotation. However, for serious collectors, any degree of rotation can be a noteworthy addition to your collection. And if you do find any Canadian coin with a rotated die, even if it's only by 10 or 15 degrees, I still suggest that you hold on to it, because for the investment, honestly, to find a nickel or a dime, it's only 10 cents, and if you are able to sell it to someone who's interested in coin collecting eventually, you may be able to make a decent profit off of it. So why exactly is the 1989 Canadian dime rotated die air generating so much excitement right now? One reason is the sheer rarity of this air. While the exact number of 1989 dimes with this rotated die is still unknown, errors of this magnitude typically occur in very limited quantities. Unlike common varieties or minor errors, a 180-degree rotated die is considered a significant minting mistake, and finding one in circulation would be a rare and thrilling experience for any coin roll hunter or collector. Now, what makes this discovery even more exciting is that Canadian dimes in general don't offer a lot of varieties for collectors to hunt for. Aside from the legendary 1969 large date dime, which I have covered in some previous videos, which is considered one of the most rare Canadian coins ever minted, there aren't too many high value dimes floating around in circulation. The scarcity of rare varieties means that the 1989 rotated die air adds a new level of flavor and excitement to the hobby, giving collectors another valuable piece to look for in their searches. With more of these airs popping up and making their way through the woodwork, collectors and dealers alike are starting to recognize the potential value for coins like this. This coin's rarity combined with the dramatic nature of the 180-degree rotation make it a standout piece in any air coin collection. High-grade examples of air coins like this can command significant premiums, especially if the air is as visible and striking as a full rotated die. If you do believe that you found a 1989 Canadian dime with a rotated die air, the first step is to confirm its legitimacy. While identifying the rotation is straightforward, ensuring the coin is a legitimate air and not damaged or altered is crucial. Grading companies like PCGS, NGC, or ICCS here in Canada can authenticate and certify your coin, providing a professional assessment of both its air and the overall condition. So next time you are checking your pocket change or searching through some rolls of dimes, take a moment to check for that upside down Bluenose, because you never know, you might just stumble upon one of the rarest modern Canadian dimes in circulation today. Now, before we get into the values for this coin, some of the details and specifications, if any of these are off, it may indicate that it is not an authentic example. The overall mintage figure for the Canadian 1989 10-cent coin is 198,693,414. It is composed of 99.9 nickel. It is magnetic. It has a weight of 2.07 grams, a diameter of 18.03 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.16 millimeters. The edge of the coin is reeded. The usual die axis should be in metal alignment, but if you want to find the air, then it will be in coin alignment. The obverse was designed by Arnold Mochan and the reverse by Emmanuel Hahn. The mintage figure for the 1989 rotated die air is included for the overall 1989 10-cent mintage, so somewhere around 198 million dimes were made in 1989. That is a pretty high mintage figure, especially for Canadian coins, which is actually a good sign because it means that a decent number of these airs could have escaped into circulation. Now, as we get into the values for this coin, I was unfortunately not able to find any high grade example prices, but I was able to find some low grade prices for you guys. Just to give you guys a base price and idea, the regular 1989 can be worth around 15 cents for an AU. So that is the first price increase from its face value. It's only worth 10 cents until you get to an AU 50. But just to give you guys an idea, if you can find a 1989 dime in the coin alignment, so that is with a 180 degree rotation, it can be worth almost $400 for an AU 50. So that is not even in the mint state range, and considering the regular issue of the 1989 is only worth 15 cents in the same grade, if you were to find one of these and it did score, especially in the high mint state range, I don't doubt that you could easily get a couple $1,000s, maybe even 10,000 if it scores from an MS65 or higher. These airs, although incredibly rare and hard to find, do exist and they are out there. When I was in my coin roll hunting prime, I hunted dozens and dozens of boxes of dimes, and I was usually looking for silver in most cases. Sometimes I would put my 1969s to the side and I would give them a double look after just to see if maybe I got lucky and found the holy grail, but this is one that I would have liked to have had on my radar. I'm probably going to do some more coin roll hunts in the near future. If you guys would like to see those, just let me know down in the comments. But what do you guys think about the 1989 Canadian coin alignment dime? What would you do if you ever found one of these, or if you have ever found any of the coins that I discussed in this or any of my videos? Please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Speaking of hidden gems, if you're a fan of collecting and uncovering rare finds, make sure to check out my other channel, North Central Builds, where I open and build some of the most obscure and budget-friendly LEGO sets from over the years. It's all about stacking bricks and putting together some of the super cool and underrated LEGO sets that are a blast to build. So for anyone that is interested and would like to show their support, please head over there and subscribe to North Central Builds. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.